Can I take this Waffle House breakfast and turn it into a dish that you could serve on a $200 tasting menu? Probably not, but it will be entertaining to watch. All-star special breakfast. I got grits, I got sausages, I got white bread, I got sunny side up eggs, and I got a waffle. Waffle House butter and some maple syrup. I am gonna try to take this and turn it into something that looks fancy. Let's see what I can do with this. Take this grits, get a pan on, and I'm gonna take the grits and I'm gonna try to turn it into almost like a polenta, okay? So grits is gonna go in, pan. I've never even tried Waffle House grits before. Got butter, got some cheese, Parmesan cheese. So I've added some butter to this grits, make it a bit more rich. I'm gonna add a splash of water. Loosen it up. My Waffle House polenta. Cheese, Parmesan cheese. Quite bland, lacking a lot in flavor. So butter, cheese, make it a bit more rich, a bit more luxurious feeling. Pop that on the side. Now what I'm gonna do is get a little pan on. I've got a waffle, some eggs, I got some toast and some sausage patties. What I'm gonna do is cut these up nice. Waffle House sausage dice. Look at that. That right there is beautiful. Now what I'm gonna do is try to get the same thing with this waffle. This waffle is like split in two somehow, but that's okay. If they don't got good waffles in the Waffle House, something's not right. So the idea here is I'm making little waffly croutons that are the same size as my little sausage dice. This is gastronomy at its finest. Little waffly dice, little sausage dice. I have soggy toast and I have this. So I'm gonna leave that on the side for now. I'll do that after. Toast, I want to do nice little perfect toast points. I got these nice little perfect toast points. I'm gonna toast them up. So here I'm making just nice little toast point croutons. Those are pretty. So while that's toasting, I've got this egg that I need to deal with. I'm gonna separate the cooked yolk from the cooked white. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I want to try to get nice sort of perfect dice with this cooked white. Half of this white is runny. It's not really cooked that nicely. Some parts are. Like here. I can kind of get some nice egg white dice to have it sort of the same size as the sausage. Egg white dice. Now, this cooked yolk, I'm going to try to scoop out. Oh, there's a nice little shell in there. That's great. Thank you, Waffle House. I'm gonna whisk it up. And I kind of want to make a little bit of a sauce with this. I'm gonna put the tiniest bit of whole grain mustard. Very small amount. I kind of want Dijon, but you win some, you lose some. I'm gonna take this Waffle House syrup. And I just want to kind of mount that syrup in, almost as you would oil when you're making a mayonnaise. Now I don't want it to be too sweet, so I'm probably gonna stop there. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil. I don't want it to be a mayonnaise, so I'm not gonna go that far with it. Probably stop around there. Give it a pinch of salt. Pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Clean as you go, always. I'm gonna take a little bit of parsley, because I have it in the fridge. Chop that parsley. An old chef instructor used to tell me, whenever you're chopping parsley, whenever you think you're done, go for another 2 minutes. Parsley in. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice to that sauce, that dressing that I'm making. Make it a little bit more balanced. That's a Waffle House egg custard right there, baby. Woo! That's fucking good. That is a nice sauce. Okay, what do we have left? Little toast points. We have a little Waffle House egg custard sauce, diced waffles, diced Waffle House sausages, and now we have little egg whites. I'm gonna cook all of this stuff here in some foaming Waffle House butter, based with a little bit of thyme, because we cool like that. Waffle House butter in. Fresh thyme. This reminds me of like movie theater popcorn butter. That's like really artificially yellow. It's definitely not butter. All of this good stuff is gonna go in that pan. Look at that. Now I want color and flavor. While that's going, I'm gonna try and pick some nice little tender parsley leaves. for garnish. I really want this to have some texture. I want that waffle to get a little bit crunchier, like a crouton, a little bit chewy, and then that sausage to pick up more flavor, the egg to pick up more flavor. Okay, I'm gonna put some fresh thyme in there, and I just want it to toast in that butter. I'm gonna make these beautiful little parsley tips. Look at that, that's starting to take on a lot of flavor. See that? Taking on the aroma of that thyme. I'm gonna take some spring onion. I just kind of want the bottom. Take it all out, let it drain. You don't want it to soak up that fat. These are called spring onion rondelles. A little bit unbiased, a little bit thin. Then what you want to do with these spring onion rondelles is separate all the layers of spring onion. That's too big, no bigger than that. And you just kind of want to separate them so they're nice, perfect little rondelles. Nice flavor, fresh onion. You can put cornstarch on these, cut them thicker, and you can fry them crispy, and they're really nice garnish. You want them to be white. You don't really want the green parts for this. You kind of just want the white sweet onion. You got parsley, you got spring onion rondelles, our toast points, a little bit of waffle, a little bit of egg, some sausage, and don't forget our polenta. Another taste. Good. Polenta in. Let's take our garnish. Crispy Waffle House waffle. Little bursts of umami flavor with the sausage. Egg white, crispy. We have some color on it. Basted in thyme, Waffle House butter, parsley tips, spring onion rondelles. Imagine they serve you this at Waffle House at 2 in the morning. You'd be like, what the f? Have a look at that. You got your toast points on the side. Coarse black pepper. I would have a little bit of olive oil on the top, just a little bit to brighten it up. I'll give it a tiny little squeeze of lemon. Now that right there is balanced. You have this polenta with all these little crispy elements on top. It's nice and delicious. You have your toast points on the side that I would kind of serve on like a little side dish, probably some form of folded linen. Then what I would probably do is I would have this sauce in a little copper pot, and I would send this out to the dining room, and that would hit the table just like that. And they would say, Madame, Monsieur, this is your Waffle House polenta. Finished with a little bit of crispy Waffle House waffle, toasted Waffle House sausages made in-house, some crispy egg white, fresh toasted brioche on the side, and then of course your Waffle House egg sauce that we're just gonna drape over the top a little bit, finish a little bit of grainy mustard, some lemon juice, and some olive. Tableside sauce, and just finish it. And what that's gonna do is just brighten it all up, make it a lot more interesting and round. If that hit the table in a tasting menu, I wouldn't think that that's out of place. This Waffle House breakfast costed $12, and now it looks like it costs a lot more. So, bit of creativity, guys. It'll help your food costs a lot. That is delicious. That is not what you would expect at Waffle House. If you love seeing everyday food turn into high-end dishes, follow me here, Instagram, TikTok, leave a comment, and tell me what you would like to see me elevate next.